She's not gonna be here. It's gonna be great.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, you ready? All right, it's 4:02 and I'd like to call the meeting to order. If we could, please join me as we stand and say a pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Can we have a roll call, please?
Yes, sir. Chairperson Davis. Vice Chairperson Souter.
Here.
Commissioner Myers.
Here.
Commissioner Thompson.
Here.
Commissioner Valone.
Here. I'd like to make a change to the agenda per Tory. We would like to bring 3406 Myra to the front and foremost first. Okay, ma'am, what do you have?
So this initially was brought to our attention by the police department alongside of the fire department, alongside of animal services. They went out for a call for the owner of the property that lived there. It was a medical call. Upon their arrival, they explained to us that there was extreme hoarding going on to the point where there's pathways that are made, tons of trash and debris. It's extremely unsanitary. There is bugs everywhere. When you open the door, cockroaches fall from the ceiling. Animal Services had to go out as well to get a dog alongside of, they're still trying to get a cat out of there. It is not secure because police and fire did have to kick in the door to gain access to try to get the animals out. I went out with Animal Services yesterday because they were going to try to get the cat once again, and I was able to conduct an interior inspection. This is nothing like I've ever seen before. Pictures do not do it justice. We had to wear Tyvek suits to go in. On top of that, it should not be habitable. I know that the power in the water is on, however, no one should be staying there in these conditions.
Okay, just to make sure I'm clear, there was one dog that's been picked up.
Mm-hmm.
There's one cat still missing,
Correct.
and the home is not secure. What's the situation with the owner?
To my knowledge, it was some mental health concerns, so she is currently being treated for those issues. I obviously have not been able to have contact with her, but considering what Animal Services was going through, it was kind of prime time to get back in, and this is not, like I said, it came from fire, it came down the line from different departments, just the severity of it on the inside. So that's why I went out and just went ahead and did the initial inspection yesterday because we had the access. I'm not sure when Miss Trotter will be released and be able to be back to kind of handle this situation, but I wanted to get it in front of you guys now just because of the severity behind it.
Do we have anyone here? Do we have anyone here representing the property or Miss Trotter?
Not that I know of.
No family members, no.
To the best of our knowledge, she doesn't have any next of kin as well. We've been told.
So at this juncture, what do you suggest? And we obviously need to get it secured.
Mm-hmm. A lot of that has to deal with the fact that, like I said, Animal Services is still trying to get the cat out, and you can't lock the door anymore from where they had to breach. I don't want to do anything drastic just because I don't want to scare her when she comes back home and it be boarded up or whatever the case is. I guess we can try to secure it the best we can. I mean, like I said, it's on PD's watch. They're aware, they know that it's open. I can kind of communicate with that, and then we can try to potentially rig the door shut at least to try to make it secure.
Well, we wouldn't wanna leave the city with any liability if someone entered the home
Mr. Litchford?
unauthorized.
Well, I mean, the city, from a monetary, there's not a potential liability. The concern is just simply just for the protection of the welfare, of anyone that might go in there. This came out yesterday, but we haven't got contact with her or anything, right?
Mm-mm.
Do we have any ability, how did we get notice of it?
Police and fire and animal services.
They'd gone out there?
Mm-hmm.
Ms. Payne?
I spoke with Ms. Trotter today. She did call Animal Services, and she's anticipating to be released from mental health care tomorrow or the next day, but there's no guarantee there. That was just her opinion and perspective. She's currently in a mental facility in Nashville, so. I did make her aware that we are attempting to still get the cat inside and that we are feeding it, and she didn't give any negative feedback. She seemed to be receptive to that, so.
What's needed to secure it?
Strike plate on the door and probably new knob set.
Service, we probably force the door up, well, I understand from the email, so we force it, we did it with irons, so we probably split the jam and everything, typically that's what happens. when
Oh,
we
really?
force it.
Okay. And what I wanna do is minimally invasive, just because we don't have service on her. We just have,
I did post it, but knowing the story behind it, if I send it, she wasn't gonna get it in time, A, but B, she's not here to get it, so.
yeah.
It is posted on the door.
What's gonna happen when she gets released from the hospital and then goes back into the,
Yeah,
I mean, that's a concern too.
yeah,
Cause once she's in, she may not wanna leave.
exactly. And that's why I wanted to put it to y'all's attention now rather than wait until she does get released, because I'm pretty sure that it's affecting the neighbors. I mean, you can tell when you walk on the front porch how bad it is, much less the people that live beside her. So,
Really?
yeah.
The neighbor next door, if you're looking at the structure to the left-hand side, has told us they've taken measures for pest control, as well as the neighbor across the street is taking measures for pest control.
So under 13-310, here's what it says: in cases where it reasonably appears there is immediate danger to the life or safety of any person, unless a particular dwelling or room house that is unfit for human habitation is immediately repaired or need to condemn, we shall place a condemnation site in the form prescribed in this chapter here, and report such findings to the Housing Commission, which you've done here. This body can order immediate repair of the conditions, including but not limited to secure it for protection. We have that right, then that's under the definition of emergency demolition or repairs. I mean, our idea of repairing is just to protect it right now, preserve it. But I'm with you. I mean, just this lady, she may come back. She's gonna have to. And can she stay there when she comes back? I mean, is it?
I don't want it to be.
It's that bad?
It's bad.
I guess you did provide photos right here.
Yeah. Like I said, pictures don't do justice, but for us to have to put on a Tyvek suit, it's bad.
Does she have the means to clean it up?
Do you know the answer to that?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this. When did she go to this place? Okay. So we gathered this from the phone call and she did answer. Okay.
Nothing, just based upon, like I said, just the email chain.
No, I think this body, I mean, the action the body could take is just to declare it uninhabitable for purposes of, and condemn it for purposes of habitability, and that cleanup efforts need to, that no one can stay there until, but
Can I just ask you to clarify? So you're saying that this originally came onto somebody's radar because of a medical call? Was she in the house having a medical condition? And
Yes.
then after that, she was taken to whatever facility she's in now?
I don't know where she started. I know that she was taken to a hospital to be, I guess, kind of looked at, evaluated. And at that point, then I'm assuming that they transported her to Nashville to the institution that she's in right now. But yeah, it stemmed from a police call and I want to say fire call for medical emergency. And she was admitted 8/19.
it has electricity and running water.
Water I couldn't get to. I mean, it looked like it, but I know that it does have power because the lights are on, still on.
What I would propose for this body is that you, based upon the recommendation, which what I hear is that the habitability of this is been compromised significantly.
I wouldn't want my worst enemy in this.
Okay. You could, now I want her to, this Miss Trotter to have an opportunity to be heard. What I would recommend is that, you declare that this to be condemned for purposes of habitability, and that she has, you know, if she so elects, we will have a hearing for her. Schedule one. Well, here we are Wednesday. She's coming back, we think tomorrow
Or Friday,
or Friday.
depending if they actually.
Here we are holiday weekend. You know, we can have one Tuesday for, and we'd have to, I mean, we gotta, I wanna try to give her an opportunity to be heard.
Yeah.
Just thinking, you turn Tuesday's the second, you know, and I know that puts us, you know, we gotta have a quorum here, but we need to give her an opportunity. She may elect not to have a hearing, in which case then just set it for, you know, I think it's September 10. September 10 would be the next housing
I think
commission.
so.
Let's go for that. So
How much notice is typically required in this instance?
well, I mean, there's not a, I don't know like a typical, in this case, I mean, we've got an emergency situation that was discovered due to a police call. For who made the call? Her?
I think so.
She made a call for, you know, and at that point we see from, I mean, she invited the city representatives, officials, departments to come in. It was observed existential circumstances exist there that have identified emergency situation conditions. From that, the city has the right to immediately condemn. What I'm concerned is getting notice to her, an opportunity to be heard, to determine whether this can get fixed fast. She may be able to fix it fast. That's gonna be a tall order. But to answer Mr. Myers, I think, you know, if we can try to get her a hearing, you know, within 7 days is pretty good. I really just worry about where's she gonna go, but I mean, this is not. I mean, I'm looking at the same photos here. Based upon what I'm hearing from code enforcement, I'm torn between getting it protected, secured, and giving this owner an opportunity for hearing as soon as possible. And the purpose of that next hearing would be for her to come in and be given an opportunity to say, hey, she may have an explanation for this. I don't know what that could be, but I want her an opportunity to be heard. And but it's gotta get clean. I mean, this has to be removed. This was significant. This is one of the worst.
If you give her opportunity to be heard as early as next week, are you gonna allow her to have access to her property?
Ooh. I mean, if I hear it right, code enforcement say it's a
I understand.
I don't think you
significant
can.
danger.
Let me put it to you this way. Susan put out a small thing of cat food trying to get the cat to come out. I went by today to tape the notice of repair on the door. The can was already full of roaches. It's just one day.
Not only that, there's an awful smell that we wore masks to go in every time. And for the not healthy for animals or humans.
Yeah, okay. No, I would be very comfortable if the motion was made and ultimately passed by this body that it's condemned for purposes of habitability. But it set this, or we'll give her an offer. She has an opportunity to be heard, and can be heard at, Tuesday at 4, or, well, I want you all to decide when y'all can be here. I shouldn't say that. What y'all want to set it, but I'm just saying, if she elects to want it, she can let us know that she wants to have that hearing. Otherwise, it'll be set for September 10, at which point a status update, and then this body from that point can make a determination as to whether or not it's gonna take efforts on its own to clean this property up. But I wouldn't do more than just securing it right now.
Agreed.
And giving her an opportunity to be heard.
Then that motion should include securing the property at a minimum, just a minimum secure.
Okay, so if we're making a motion then to condemn this property for habitability today, is she coming back to this property, or?
Not from what I've heard.
I don't think she can.
No, I mean, unless it's to initiate cleanup efforts, but she'd wanna coordinate with code enforcement.
How are we then notifying her if she's at a mental facility in Nashville that she does not have a place to come back to?
Do we have that contact number? We have a contact, but I agree with Mr. Myers, that's my, under our city code, what we are permitted to do is, where you have, specifically stated here under 310, emergency repair and demolish is, we would place a sign up on the property and in plain view that this property has been condemned for purposes of habitability. We would get her, notify her via phone, but the answer really is, the code just requires us to post it, but I think we ought to go a couple steps further and get actual contact with her. Shall place the condemnation sign up on the building is the requirements of the code. But again, I think we ought to try our best to get verbal communications with her, an email if she's got it, and an offer to meet her when she comes back. And she can obviously go through it. There's not a danger to go through it. I mean, somebody's got to go through it, fix it. It's just staying there that's the problem.
Is there any other discussion, or do I have a motion?
Could I ask a question?
Do you have with this property?
I live directly
neighbor.
across the street.
Okay,
How soon will it be cleaned out?
well, hold on a minute. If you don't have anything pertinent to solving the situation, we hear those comments after the meeting.
Oh, you'll talk to me after?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay.
Yes, ma'am, just hang tight. Guys, I understand.
Okay, go ahead.
I understand the hesitation. Nobody wants to make her homeless while she's in Nashville. And that's why I asked the question, are you gonna let her back in? And you've made it clear that she's not safe to stay there. That she would be better off to find somewhere else until she can be heard, possibly next Tuesday if we have an opening.
I couldn't consciously allow myself to know that she goes back into that. There's no way.
From our standpoint, I've talked to my supervisor about, I'm not comfortable with letting her dog go back to this situation because it technically violates Tennessee state law for animal cruelty. You have to give an animal proper care and you have to give it proper ventilation, and you can't accomplish that in this house. So it's not just Ms. Trotter that is at stake. She has animals in this property, subjecting them to this same situation.
Doesn't she, her mom, does she have her mom? No?
All right, I make a motion to condemn the property at 3406 Myra Ave and to secure the residents.
With the purpose that she could
Wh-
be heard.
Right, with the purpose of having a meeting on Tuesday, if not September 10th.
I'll second. All right, we have a motion and a second. Can I have a roll call, please?
Vice Chairperson Souter,
Yes.
Commissioner Myers,
No.
Commissioner Thompson,
Yes.
Commissioner Valone.
Yes?
Okay, motion carried. Next on the list is 201 Eads Street.
So, this is actually the fire department's case, so, Deputy Fire Marshal Brian Dean, that one to you guys.
Do we have anyone else in the audience that's connected to this property? Do we have a sign-in sheet?
We'll get it.
Okay.
If we can just, can we get your name?
My name is Brandy Torbett. Brandy, Brandy. Last name is Torbett, T as in Tom, O-R, B as in boy, E-T-T.
Just so they have it for the records, if you'll just put it down, I know you have contact Dean, but just give me first, last name.
Brian, what's that? Randy Tormey?
Torbett, T-O-R-B-E-T-T.
E-E-T-T. Randy Tormey, okay. What's your relationship relative to this matter?
I am the current property manager.
Thank you. Go ahead.
All right, so fire department got notified of a automatic fire alarm at 201 Eads on April 25th, 1722 approximately. They got there, dispatch advised general alarm, a zone, building, that was it. Typically they'll give us a location or something. They located no active alarms on arrival. After investigation, they realized that building 5's fire panel, which is what gives dispatch the alarm, was disassembled, pieces laying in the floor. So they kept looking throughout the rest of the buildings. 3 had multiple troubles on it, which means it's not working as proper. Started looking around, got into the clubhouse. It's not working as it's supposed to. They contacted me. I showed up. I got with Miss Talbot, which you took over just a couple months ago, correct?
Yeah, I've been on the property since April.
She's been helping me a lot the last couple of days. But we've had issues for the last year with other managers. Even talked to management a couple times. Not a whole lot of help. They've contacted me yesterday and seem to be getting on top of it now. So we found out today the alarm system is being monitored. Originally, we did not think it was. So they do have a little bit of coverage, but the panels being messed up or disassembled isn't getting all the alarms out. That's all I have.
Who's monitoring the system?
All-Star. All-Star Fire Protection.
All-Star? Who's the contractor that maintains the system for repairs, once-a-year inspections?
Since I just got there in April, I don't know who previously, apparently it wasn't being done.
I got you. Those are required, right, in the apartment
Correct.
complex? Should be posted somewhere or on the fire panel, right?
Typically, they tag it and put their name and their contact and then tag it showing when it was done.
Who disassembled, you know?
Unclear at this time.
And they're supposed to be a licensed fire alarm
Yes.
contractor, right? Were you called to the property?
Ish would be a little bit.
So, other than the fire alarm, I see there was other issues.
So those started back in, I believe, September of '24.
That was gonna be my next question. They've been here before.
Yes, I've dealt with the other manager before. They were actively working on it, never got it completed. I was trying to give them some time and let them work on it and everything. But we've gotten to a point now where I believe a year is long enough.
Absolutely. Did you say there's active repairs being made to the fire alarm now? Fire alarm system?
I was told by the property managers that they were on top of it, calling people, getting contracts taken care of so they can have everything handled. That was as of yesterday. I've seen nothing actively done yet. I've got on fire watch at this time.
Do you have any idea which contractor that is? What their information is?
So when I got to the property in April, I didn't know anything about the fire alarm system. I came from Louisiana, I'd never been on a property with a system like that before. Management company neglected to tell me about it. I started hearing beeping from buildings, so I located invoices from previous managers for All-Star, and I called them, correlating obviously them with the fire alarm system. They came out, they red tagged my main communication hub in the office and told me that it needed to be replaced. They were going to get me a bid. Apparently there was an issue with the corporate office, my management company not paying them for services rendered, and so they stopped coming for anything. I contacted my corporate office multiple times, so after the visit on Tuesday evening, I got into the office first thing, or Monday, I got into the office first thing on Tuesday and contacted Chattanooga Fire Protection. Somebody did come out to my property yesterday. They gave me a handwritten service order with this contact information. They are preparing bids to replace that box for me, as well as do the other individual building boxes. We have a few minor things as far as locking the access doors, labeling and numbering those doors, things that just had never been done by anybody before that myself and maintenance are working on.
Okay. So they'll be able to make all the repairs and have the inspections completed for the state.
Yes.
They're a reputable company. I noticed it looks like there's issues with every building, correct?
Correct.
How many buildings do you know right off?
5 in a clubhouse
5 in the clubhouse.
and a maintenance shop.
Okay. Is it should it be under it also?
It's an independent building.
Okay.
And it's mostly just
Storage.
the last maintenance people just
I
cluttered.
got you. Well, what's your recommendation going forward?
I recommend that all leasing halts until life safety fire issues are corrected.
I'm sorry, what?
All fire life safety issues are corrected.
Mhm.
I believe we should halt any kind of new leasing. I don't want to kick people out, but I don't believe we should have people going into this when we know the issues stand already. My second is that the codes and fire also do a thorough walkthrough to make sure those codes have been corrected. And then the property is some kind of probation to where this doesn't happen again. Even though Ms. Tolbert's been helping me the last couple of days, this has been an ongoing issue.
Okay, other than the life safety issues, did you see any code issues that would require removal or anything that was detrimental?
I haven't gotten to do the solid walkthrough just yet. I will say, something that Mr. Dean has pointed out though is, I mean, it would be significant for us too, is just the exit signs, those are not in proper working order, so if an emergency were to happen, that plays a lot, especially in commercial builds, but with it being also an apartment district. So far, that's all I kinda know to my knowledge. It more or less stems to the fire department aspect, but I think that's why he's asking for us to be able to go onto property and actually conduct inspection together, not for just the fire side, but for code side as well.
I just noticed that in the report, there was some exposed wiring and different things.
Right.
Fire pits and grills.
Those are common in the park.
Right. Any questions, guys?
Is the city gonna be liable now that we know about it and allow people, I hate to say
Yes,
this, to
sir.
live there?
Yes, sir. So if, like even on Firewatch, so I have a person standing in for the fire alarm. So they are patrolling the property, looking for any kind of things. They have a list that they sign every hour at least.
Okay.
So even with that, if something was to happen, they're gonna be in court, I'm gonna be in court, Robert's gonna be in court. Everybody's getting pulled in on if something happens.
I didn't understand what the
Yes, sir.
fire watch was.
Sorry.
Thank you for explaining that. Okay, that's a little better.
Okay.
Obviously, there will be, you know, a lag in time though, just having somebody who's been there a long time working properly. So if whoever's on Firewatch finally calls it in, or, you know, a tenant calls it in, fire department will get there as fast as they can, but it's not gonna be as triggersome as it would be if their stuff was in proper order. So,
Yeah,
that's kind of why.
This is one of the only times you'll hear me say I and mean it. I do not like Firewatch because I feel uncomfortable with it because we're taking that human factor and putting it into there, and I don't like it.
Right, understand.
So the other two questions I have. One, this gonna be permitted work? Does East Ridge require permits for fire alarms?
No, sir. Not with them repairing. If they were putting something new, they would need a permit. But
Correct.
with them correcting it, they just do it and then I inspect it afterwards to make sure that it's okay with me or our
You would be
department.
the same way with the electrical repairs, the signage.
Anything that, once we are able to, so in reality, we really need to be able to go on there and do a full thorough walkthrough of everything, and then kind of come back with the findings. This is obviously the most important, is just the life safety risk of not having an active fire alarm system. And at that point, whatever we discover, yes, absolutely, I will make sure that permits get pulled.
And I would think the fire alarm system needs to be completed ASAP, so you don't have that,
Yes, sir.
have a long fire watch.
That and the smoke detectors both. Especially with people sleeping in there. It's not like a business where they leave and go home. They're
Right.
asleep. That's all hours of the day because I'm sure they have people that work third shift and they sleep during the day and
So, you don't want any further leasing,
correct.
but the occupants that are there right now,
I don't want to add more people into this scenario,
yeah,
but I don't want people being homeless. I don't want them to worry about finding somewhere else to live. So if they can, if like building 1, 2, and 4,
1, 2, and
sounds like now that we realize it's monitored. If we get smoke detectors, exit lights, stuff like that, I have no problem with them being there. Those are monitored, they're taken care of, and I'm good with it. But building 3 and 5 is an issue.
How many units in each building?
Do you know how many you've got in each unit?
There's a total of 140, so. 28, I think, in each building, 30, something like that. Trying to count them.
I don't even know if it's acceptable to move those people to another building. I'm not sure on that. That'd be something their company would have to look at.
I'm looking here at the buildings. I see 3 sets of apartment buildings. Are there more than 3 sets?
So the way we're set up is when you pull in, there's the clubhouse office building, and then there's building 1, 2, and 3, and then 4 and 5 are further down the hill. So they're all independent buildings.
2 and 3 are together, but there's a small separation between them, a walkway. Building 4 and 5 are the same way. There's a walkway in between them. So it's according to which angle you're looking
They're
at,
on
you
the
might
other
not
side
see
of
it.
the road. I see them. They were off, I had to zoom out. And as I understand it, 1, 2, and 4 are being, they have active monitoring,
Per All-Star, yes.
but they don't have the confirmation of smoke alarms.
Correct. Some units do, some units don't. They'll still have pull alarms, and they'll still have a flow alarm. So if the sprinkler starts flowing water, there's a flapper in there basically that kicks, and it will activate the alarm. So if somebody does have a kitchen fire or something, they come out, pull the pull station, sends the whole building into alarm, and dispatches us.
I just wanna be clear and remember, we have multiple issues.
Correct.
Our first and foremost is the fire alarm issue.
Fire alarm and smoke detectors, they kind of go hand in hand.
Right, hand in hand. The secondary issue would be to clean up all the other code violations, whether it be wiring, exit signs, improper storage under stairways, whatever. And then there's the issue that's ongoing from a year or two ago that never was completed. So we can't forget that once we get this issue resolved.
Ms. Torby, have you explained to the owners situation?
So I don't have direct contact with the ownership group, but I am employed by Alexander Forest Investments, who is the management company. They're the asset management company, so that's who I contacted. I contacted them immediately upon their arrival to the property. I contacted them again that evening after they left the property and told them what we were advised. They told me that we can, pretty much we do what we want, like I can continue to move people in, and I'm like, I'm not comfortable because I was told until this is rectified or we get to a hearing, like to halt on that. And unfortunately, like I said, I just haven't been there very long to really know the extent. I can tell you that I walked into a train wreck, so it was very poorly managed, probably from several managers before me, to the point of neglect. I don't know the reasoning behind that, unfortunately, but I've done everything that I can to try to rectify the known issues that we've come in contact with. The management company is not super cooperative. They are very like headstrong and kind of set in their ways, and so I took it upon myself, like I said, to call Chattanooga Fire Protection and just have them come out and give me the information as far as what repairs are needed and to work up bids for me. I will schedule to get the repairs done, and then I will submit invoices because I don't know what else to do. Like that's really all I know to do without getting corporate and their hands involved, and they're very like to delegate, you know.
And that's part of the reason I'll ask about the suspending the new leases is they don't seem to care or take it seriously. And even though she's helping me, she can put those invoices on all she wants. They're not going to pay them or they may not pay them.
Yeah.
So as much help as she's been, I don't want her to help me, and then we're right back where we were before.
Right.
Well, we need to get their attention.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also like firmly believe in everybody deserves a safe, comfortable place to live. And as a property manager, it's my job to provide that. So I don't like being the face that everybody sees or that has to encounter the fire marshal on something that I'm not responsible for, but I inherited and I'm trying to fix it, but you're not helping. Like, you want me to work miracles, but you don't give me the tools and resources to do that. You don't provide me what I need to successfully run this property.
You said you have 140 units.
140 apartments.
How many of them are currently occupied?
I'm sitting at about 87% occupied, so I have a little over, I think around 40-ish that are unoccupied. I do have a lot of pending move-ins. I have move-ins scheduled for this Friday, a couple for early September.
I would also like to see a time frame on this.
That's what I'm wondering. What kind of time frame can we set a time frame for this?
Well, I've got a question. If you set a time frame, if they're actively making good strides, would I be able to extend it out to
Yes.
help them get done?
Yes, we would accept that, but we need to see a time frame that there's work being done, not show up one day a week or 2 days a week, and we need to see strides made.
Yeah, or receive the bid and not move forward with it.
Not let it lay for 2 weeks and then move forward.
Right.
Like you said, Mr. Souter, it's, yes, all the issues are important. However, let's get the alarms back.
Correct.
That's my concern.
Let's get people out there.
That's the issue I'm talking about. We get the fire alarm up and running and get them protected, then we can address the rest of it.
I personally, my recommendation would to, understand it's a holiday weekend, but I would like to see it up no later than Tuesday, if that. I'd really like to see it up by Friday.
Well, I would also, however, without speaking with Chattanooga Fire or another contractor, I mean, I hear
They
what's
have to
wrong,
order
but
the
we don't
panel.
know what's wrong until a
Yeah.
technician goes out. I mean, that gives him 2 days.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what parts he needs to replace or repair. How old the system is, can you still get parts for it?
I believe on that clubhouse, they're gonna order.
They're
a
replacing the
new-
whole panel. Yeah, he white tagged it yesterday. It had previously been red tagged. He white tagged it, showing that he had been there to look at it. Told me that he would have to order the complete communication hub that's located in the office. So he would have to get that ordered.
Did he give you any kind of time frame?
He did not. He did not.
But they have to sign the contract before he'll even order it.
Knowing Chattanooga Fire Protection or any other reputable contractor, they may want a down payment.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Which again, you don't have time to sit around and wait on.
Nope.
One, two, and four, there is active monitoring,
Per All-Star.
not smoke detectors, but you're still comfortable with that? They could still.
They
be
can go,
actively-
they can go get some smoke detectors. and
We
get me
we
some.
have been doing smoke detectors since I got there, because he did visit shortly after I got onto the property, expecting to see the previous manager, I think, and then informed me that he had had a conversation with her about making sure that we did have the correct amount of smoke detectors in each unit and that they were all working smoke detectors. So as we have gotten into vacant units, we have been replacing all the smoke detectors upon unit turns. We also did a full property inspection and walked all 140 units on Thursday and Friday of last week, looking for multiple issues. And we noted which units needed smoke detector batteries changed or replacements in full. So we do have a list of those. I can bulk buy those and get those in immediately within a couple of days.
If you wanted to stop any leasings on buildings 1, 2, and 4, or they're good to go?
Once the smoke detectors, I'm comfortable with everything,
Okay.
and Tori's comfortable with everything, I'm good with opening the leasing back up to those buildings and just leaving the other 2 buildings unleasable at this point.
But is that gonna get their attention?
Well,
I mean,
We
we
also
can,
don't know where are the vacant units? Which buildings are they
I have a-
in?
They're
I have
all
a-
over
I
the
have a list
property,
that she
but
gave me
I gave him a
that
rent
evening.
roll.
and 3 and 5 have no active alarm fire panels, right?
so 5 knocked the alarm out initially. I just don't know how accurate or if it's truly gonna do its job, because there's no screen on it. It was laying in the floor. So I don't know if that just threw an alarm to throw one, like what we call ghost alarms, or if there was truly something wrong, because we couldn't tell on the panel. That could have been an alarm that was just noise in the system that came out. Because
My
nothing was
concern
found.
my concern of giving them leadway after what we've been through is they'll make the repairs 1, 2, and 4 to get the releasing released, and then we'll be right back at 3 and 5.
And I'm good with keeping all the
Well, and I wanna follow up on what you asked earlier. So we're leaving the city open to liability
Well, I don't know, you'd have to ask Mark.
on buildings 3 and 5?
Well, I don't think the city should have a monetary liability for purposes of somebody making a claim. We would be protected under immunity standards. But bigger issue is, are we allowing a situation to exist that someone could be injured? Let alone for liability, regardless of liability, are we allowing a situation to exist where there could be a potential threat to the health, safety, and welfare of this individual? Sounds like the answer is yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I agree.
So, if that is in fact the finding of this, based upon what testimony that we have here, I mean, this body has broad powers, albeit conservative powers, to impose certain requirements, condemnation actions that you want to put on this property for purposes of allowing continued habitation there. I mean, we've got service on the property, they've got known violations of both, as I saw Mr. Dean's letter. And these were code sections that you've identified, Mr. Dean, right here you are. National Fire Protection Agency, right?
Yes, sir.
The NFPA, you got 72 smoke alarms required. It has to be all in proper operating condition. All of these code sections that are being violated all threaten and compromise the safety of these inhabitants, right?
Correct. And if I don't uphold them, then that's a negligence.
What's that?
If I don't uphold them, then it's technically negligence, correct?
Well, I mean, potentially yes. The short answer is potentially yes, but I mean,
See, my fear is listening to you, Brandy, the management company, whoever even owns the buildings, they're tough to deal with. So you can put a proposal in to have the Chattanooga Fire come in, but suppose they take 2 weeks to approve it, even if they even approve it, if they don't give you a hard time. So here we are still some time out
Waiting, yeah.
with these violations. That's my fear. That is my fear right there. Now, I don't know how we can go around it, how we need to address it. I don't know. That's just my personal fear.
In my opinion, you'd have to put a time frame on it. That repairs have to be made within a reasonable amount of time.
Right. But
What's reasonable?
what's reasonable?
Well, we need to see a significant change by next week. Tuesday with a holiday, I assume that's pushing it, but definitely not Friday end of business.
Well, Tuesday would be a realistic deadline to have Chattanooga Fire weigh in on, have them give a timeline.
Absolutely.
When can they have the work done? If they ordered everything today, when is this gonna be completed?
Absolutely. Along with no new leasing
Yeah,
and possibly within another time frame of looking at evacuating the building.
Let me propose this question. Kind of like how we do cleanups on the residential properties, et cetera. If we were to essentially pay for it, right? And then we place it as a lien, could that be a route that we took?
but you gotta give them a chance. You gotta give them the 20 days, to repair it.
People's lives are at stake here.
I mean,
If we can give them
I'm kind of struggling with,
I just need worst case scenario. Can we go that? You know what I mean? Like,
well, I think you wouldn't necessarily need to go with that to go in and fix it and put it, you could, but better one is you stop all habitation of it until, you're not gonna allow any habitation. I'm struggling with, I get not allowing any new leases, but there are people there, living there in no known, or it's confirmed that the fire panel, is not active. And that, at a minimum, 72, did I see 72 smoke alarms?
that's just the code.
That's
That's what the code.
NFP.
So, and I know we're trying, on balance, we're trying to be, put the least invasive ruling on them. Is the fire department comfortable with allowing inhabitants to remain right now pending the repairs? And if repairs don't get made, then we're gonna say, okay, no one can stay there? I mean,
The fire marshal's office as a whole discussed it today, and we were under the agreement that we were okay with people right now,
yeah,
but we want it done in a timely manner,
okay,
quickly in a timely manner,
okay.
because that is their homes.
Is it what?
That is their homes
Oh,
at this
yeah,
moment.
yeah.
And is that because you have it under fire watch?
Yes.
So you do have it
Yes.
humanly monitored, so to
Yes.
speak.
Okay.
Now, if they fail to do the fire watch adequately, that's a whole nother ballgame, and I'm ready to end it right there and be done with all of it. But they've been really, really good at most of it. There was a couple things at the beginning, we talked it out, they understood and fixed it. But they've done a real good job at taking care of it.
Well, with that, knowing that the fire department has made that observation, I think a minimally invasive and a reasonable approach would be put an order down that repairs have to be initiated and completed by X day. During this time period, no new leases are permitted because it's reached a capacity right now. I assume you all have identified as, okay, this capacity is okay. We can't have any new people coming in. And then reset this for hearing in September 10th and make a determination there, show cause that they need to come in. It's their job to come in and demonstrate and show cause why this body shouldn't take further efforts to condemn the property in its totality, including not limited to removal of all habitants there until the conditions are remedied in full. I think that's a very reasonable approach, and it's minimally invasive. It gives them an opportunity to fix and cure the deficient conditions that exist out there.
The quote you have from Chattanooga Fire Protection.
Yeah, it's just a handwritten work order saying what things needed to be.
Have you seen this?
No, sir.
Do you mind to just kind of glance over it and see if that covers everything in your mind, or is that just a?
Yes.
Obviously, my concern is the track history. Oh, yeah.
It's been a problem.
To be done.
So this is just a generalized, it just says make repairs, inspections, monitor, quoting for. So yeah, it's just a generalized, there's nothing detailed in there. That's kind of a general thing that they do, it's typical.
I understand. I just don't want a miscommunication that they come in and do and it's not enough.
Well, and that's why I put down there that with fire marshal's office and codes both checking off on it at the end, and like I told Ms. Tolbert before, we would treat it kind of like a new inspection, a new alarm system. So where we would come in, make sure everything works right, test everything, have them do flow alarms, pull
I got
stations, smoke detectors. And then I have a question on the probation. Is that a consideration, or we need to talk about that the next time?
Well, I saw that in your recommendation. I think in terms of quote probation, is keeping it in the housing commission, keeping a case pending is what I would, tell this body. You keep the case open. That's sort of the probation. We don't have the authority to put them on probation. That if they were to violate, get everything cured, and they violated in 6 months. I mean, once this issue is resolved, they close the case. They can always go back and reinstitute, if they get a complaint call or something similar to what occurred here. I mean, but for the call here or the notice of the alarm going off, we've never been there. But to keep it open and pending is what my recommendation would do until we get this resolved. Sounds to me like we're gonna have a little bit of even the property management representative is here today saying she's struggling with the owner, right? Yeah, I mean, you're struggling, and so I also would order, an actual owner representative to be present at the September 10 hearing.
Would the property management, would they be an owner representative, or would it have to be the?
It's our understanding they are the property management. There's an agreement that has them authorized, and we've got Brandy's here right now, and so you're that representative. But I think you may want an owner to actually be here.
I suggested that, but.
Where is Pinewood located? What's their,
So,
Missouri.
yeah, they're located out of Columbia, Missouri, is where Alexander Forest Investments corporate office is. I'm not sure exactly where the ownership group is located. I know their names, but I don't know
I
where.
can look it up and see if I
Well, again, my concern, and I wanna reiterate, going forward, this doesn't just stop with the fire system. This moves on into the electrical repairs, any other disrepairs, the cleanup, the fire pits, whatever. And that would be a reason to keep it open here too, to make sure those are being made going forward. Did I hear you suggest the time frame being our September 10th meeting?
Yeah, I think you ought to impose, yes, you did. I think a fair would be to, issue a show cause order, to order them to appear. That a temporary halt or preventing any further leasing agreements to be entered into to allow new inhabitants for repairs to be made. And I can get with, Deputy Dean here shortly for repairs to be commenced, and that this is reset for September 10 for an update status and show cause why further actions by this body should be taken. They have to come in and demonstrate what they've done, and this body will be satisfied or not. And if they're not, what further action can be taken.
You feel comfortable with your monitoring for the next 15 days?
Oh, yes, sir, as long as they continue like they've been.
Okay.
And if this body wants, they can set a contingency on if they don't, I'll uphold it also.
What?
If, they also set it up to where,
I am
yes.
so sorry. I cannot hear.
If this body would like, they can put a contingency on that if they don't uphold their fire watch like correctly, what I need to do at that point. Is that an option?
If it's between now and the 10th, we can have another emergency hearing.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
That just needs to be in the motion for the fire watch to be upheld.
Sorry, I may need some help drafting this order here. I'm sorry, I'm struggling to hear. Okay. Well, let's get that in motion so we can get this order in, but I would recommend that, basically, the motion would be on lines of moving to order immediate repairs to bring the property in full compliance with all applicable, fire codes. They need to be in coordination with our fire department, Deputy Dean. This matter is reset for September 10, and during that time period between now and September 10, no new leases shall be entered into.
And the management company gets notified of these requirements, right?
We're gonna notify the management company. I've looked right here on Secretary of State. They have a registered agent. They're out of Brentwood, Franklin area. We will get notice to their registered agent. We'll get notice. Do we have contact for you?
Yes.
Yeah, we have all email and everything? Okay. And do you have email addresses you can provide to us relative to them?
Yes.
Okay, we'll get that, yeah. And then they have a principal address, 1585 Mallory Lane in Bristol.
Okay, I'm gonna try to make a motion here. So I'm gonna need some help. Okay, I make a motion to have the repairs done immediately. No new leases, and the managed company is to have a representative here at the September 10th meeting.
Are we okay, now when we say no new leases, because she's already got some leases in place, we're not letting anybody move in, correct? That's what our intent is. Should we amend that instead of it no new leases? Can we amend that to no new occupancies? To clarify that our intent here is that
Because they're
nobody
gonna
moves
say
in.
that, they're gonna say, well, these are already.
Yeah, no, I
these
see,
are
I
already
see that
signed
being a
leases,
loophole, that these are leases
and
already in
these are
place.
move-ins, so.
Make sure I understand from Deputy Dean. You're comfortable with the current number of occupants, that you are not comfortable allowing new occupants, correct?
Correct,
That is a concern of the fire department.
correct.
then I think you amend it to basically say no new occupants as of, 8/27, yeah.
Okay, make an amendment, be no new occupants as of September 27th, 2025.
For any of the buildings, right?
Any of the buildings. That's regards to 201 Eads Street.
I think we got it, yeah.
I second.
All right, I have a motion and second on the floor. However, I want to be clear. If the repairs doesn't start immediately, or at least some movement, a contract signed with a company that this man can see, or Tory, if the monitoring does not continue as it is today, we can have an emergency meeting and rescind this decision. Okay?
Okay.
I have a motion and a second. Can I get a roll call, please?
Vice Chairperson Souter,
Yes.
Commissioner Myers,
Yes.
Commissioner Thompson,
Yes.
Commissioner Valone.
Yes.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Of course.
And I understand your position very clear.
Yeah.
I understand. Okay.
Had people at the management company,
Hang on one second. Tori's getting some information from her.
Tim King, one of the owners, I'll just text him and he can provide it to him. Okay, all right, thanks.
Just so we can get it out.
Okay, all right, thank you. Oh, I know.
Yeah, it's not you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, ma'am, would you like to step forward, please? Have you got a signing? You don't have a signing sheet today. I got you.
I'm not, cause it's
You can just state your name.
I'm Jane Ballard, and I live directly across the street from the house. I lived there for 60 years.
Miss Ballard, will you just talk in here, just so they can hear you?
Oh,
Just so they can
sure.
hear you.
Okay, did you hear me? I've lived there for 60 years. I'm Jane Ballard. I live directly across the street, and I'd like to know when this will all be cleaned out. I've spent close to $150 in the last month on pest control. I can't keep doing that.
Well, that's a good question. Obviously, we have to give her time to respond, and then we'll have to move forward to see what the state of the home is and what we can do to get it cleaned up.
It's been going on for a long time.
How long has this been going on?
Well, okay, her parents owned that house. They moved off to Alabama, came back, put her in that house years ago. Time flies, I don't know just how long, but it's been a while. And they bought them home in East Brainerd, put her there. And it never has been good, but I did not go in the house. But I just know outside the front and everything, but I had been told that she had bugs.
Do we know who owns the home?
My GIS was down, I think it is, it is the,
Okay. So the parents aren't involved with the ownership of the home?
I looked up the property information and Ms. Trotter is the owner of
Julie Charter, okay.
She does. I don't think she has any family. We've had her previously to our house for Thanksgiving and Christmas and things like that.
So the parents must be deceased, or
They're
they're
deceased.
deceased?
She lost her mom a year ago in November,
I got you.
and her dad had been passed maybe a year or two before that.
I understand.
And she was the only child. I don't think she has family. She might have some distant or some cousins, but she told us one time she didn't have any contact or anything.
Okay. Well, we're gonna do all we can to help rectify the situation and get it cleaned up as soon as we can.
What's the next step? Are you going to condemn it?
We
You
condemned
are?
it tonight.
Okay. See, I can't hear good, so I couldn't hear the things you were saying.
Well, there was a condemnation put on it tonight, pending she comes before the board.
Yeah, the
For the commission.
front door and the storm door standing wide open.
We're gonna secure it.
We're gonna secure it.
Yeah. Will that help keep the bugs from coming out?
I
No,
can't
ma'am.
promise you that.
No,
They're
ma'am.
outside too. They're on the
No, ma'am.
garbage can, in her vehicle, they're everywhere.
In her vehicle.
Yes, ma'am.
She brought that car just a few months ago. Bless her heart.
Well,
So the next step, does she have to come before a hearing?
yes,
Yes, ma'am.
yes.
And how soon do you think that they can start cleaning it out?
We have to hear her side first, Ms. Ballard.
Have to get her what?
We have to hear her side and what her plan of action is before we can necessarily move forward.
Well, it would have to be get rid of all that, wouldn't it?
Yes, ma'am. But she has a right to come in and be heard
Yeah, I know.
and then tell us how she's gonna rectify the situation.
I think she's been saying something about doing something like that for about 2 years. She's been talking about that.
Well,
If she doesn't, then we will take action.
Right.
But we have
So
to give her
y'all
time.
will keep check on
Yes.
the matter.
oh, absolutely. Yes, ma'am.
You'll
yes,
see
ma'am.
my truck often over there.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. We're gonna get it rectified one way or the other.
Well, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. And thank you for coming tonight.
Okay.
Are there any other comments from the floor? With no other comments, no other business, I call today's meeting August 27th adjourned. Now, Dory.